everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me. So I'm going to be doing a few videos using my box of shame, and then I'm going to save them in my box full of ephemera playlist. I'll leave the playlist, the link to the playlist will be like at the end of the video. It'll come up as a suggested in little box here. So I want to add to my box of ephemera, but I want some embellishments. So I've got my box of shame here. This is the smaller one. We've all got them, boxes of shame. I've also got a drawer of shame, but we'll tackle that another day. Today's not the day and I am not the person. So what I'm going to do is, and I have sifted through and I have made some, I was making some last night, so I'm going to share a couple of ideas with you and then I'll show you the pile that I've made. So basically these are all leftovers. Now I don't keep, you know, a scrap of paper that's that big. I'm not that bad, but if the big pieces like this, I can use them for collage or make things out of them, and I really could do with some like page embellishments. So you know, I'm going to work my way through, and the idea is that I'm going to use all of this box of shame. Yeah, whatever. We're going to do, you know, quite a few videos, so maybe you could play along, and if you do, put hashtag box of shame or hashtag box full of ephemera. Or both. I'll probably put both, and then that way if you type those words in you'll find my videos. And what I'm also going to be doing is I've got piles and piles of leftover die cuts, so I'm going to be making embellishments with those as well. So we're shopping our stash, we're shopping what we've got, we're not buying anything new, we're not, you know, we're not worried about that. We've got plenty. So let's have a look. Now I did sit last night and I got my dies out and I thought I'll be really good and I'll use my dies, and I was die cutting these, and then I thought, what am I doing? Why am I cranking these? The only one really that's not a basic shape is that one with the little holes in the bottom, so I've cut a few of those. And then these here, it's quicker to actually just draw around them, and especially this one. I mean, this one you can do layers, so you can do like maybe 4 or 5 layers, but this one, who's got time for it? I'm a bit, when it comes to die cutting, I'm a bit lazy. So I can either just draw around that basic shape, or what I can do as well is I've got the Stampin' Up banner punch. Let me just get it. This one. And it's a triple banner punch, so it does 3 sizes. So the widest I think is 2.5. Don't really want them to, I think it's 2.5. I don't really want them that wide, I don't think. No, it's 2. So what's that one? 1.5. Yeah, I think 1.5's about right. So what I can do is cut some of my scrappy strips to 1.5, and then you want them by about 4. You want them by about 4 in length. That's the only annoying thing about this trimmer, is the pieces drop out of it. I did report it and they didn't care, so hey-ho. So by 4. Okay. Now these little tiny pieces here, I'll part with them. I'm not going to start putting them back in the box of shame. It's pointless. And the best thing to do is, I'm going to cut quite a few at once. So this is floral, so let me just give myself some straight edges first. And you know, you can create a heap of these. You can keep them pretty generic. I mean, I often go for vintage or shabby look things. So if I use these papers that are left over from things I've used, it's not like they're never going to get, you know, used, because they will. And I can change them to, you know, or add to them to fit whatever theme I want. What size have I done that one? So what size have I just done that? Because that's smaller. I'm going bonkers. They want to be 1.5. Yeah, I don't really want them any bigger than that. Because if they're going to be like little clusters, you could put them on your pages, or you could put them on your, I'll save that. You can add them to your journaling card, you could add them to envelopes. So once you've made a batch of these, you can put them in a box or in a little wallet, and every time you make something, make sure you use one. You can send them to friends, you can swap them, you know, whatever. Right, so they're all about the same size, so I can do 3 at once here. Yeah, it'll punch out. Oops, it'll punch out 3 at once. Will this punch? One thing about these punches, they are good. 1, 2, everything's sliding off my desk because I'd lost my mojo yesterday. I couldn't think of anything to make, and when I do that, I either collage or I make embellishments, you know, if I can't think what to make. And so my desk's a hot mess of all of these that I were making last night. So there's done that easier than standing there and cranking down, although that one's slightly larger. It is larger. It might be, I don't know, what does this one measure? That's like 4 1/4 after it's been cut. These are 4, then goes down to about 3 1/2. Doesn't matter, I can have different sizes. Right, so that's those, and then I've got these that I did die cut because they've got that funky little pattern at the bottom there. So these are going to be too big now, so now I need to cut these down. Let me just trim these down a bit with my scissors. Open me shut. So yeah, I'm just having a lazy Sunday making bits from my box of shame. See what I can come up with, and I might do like a little scrappy, like little mini journal. I've seen a few people making them. Tracy Fox has made one, Andrea's made one. I might have a go. You know, just use a bit of Amazon packaging or a cereal box or something, and then use my scraps to just make embellishments or little tags or whatever, and make something productive rather than just don't keep boxes and boxes and boxes of scrap. I mean, I joke about my box of shame, but I've got the box of shame, and then I've got one plastic drawer with larger stuff in that I would genuinely use on journal pages and stuff. I don't believe in keeping heaps and heaps and piles of scraps. And if there's something that you've not used scrap wise, I don't know, 6 to 12 months, just get rid of it. Just bin it and start again, because it's just not worth it. What I've another good idea as well, and it's something that I keep putting in my basket in Amazon. It's on my wish list actually, and then removing, and that is the paper making things. They're like a wooden frame with like mesh, and you can mash down all of your scrap paper and make your own paper. You know, make new recycled paper from it. So that's something I fancy doing. Whether I ever get around to it, I don't know. So I'm using this glue here. It's old glue. I'm just trying to use up what I've got. You know, I'm just trying to live up to my name a bit. Yeah, you know, I am scrimpy. I am careful with my money and with supplies. So I'm using up what I've got. I'm not mad keen on this glue because if you splodge it out, it goes shiny and you can see it. So you've got to be careful. But I am quite heavy-handed with it though. That's the I'm shocking with glue. I use it willy-nilly. Right, oh, that's about as straight as a 9-bob note. Okay. Right. So those are layered up on there. Let's have another one. Let's just trim it down a bit. Bit of ink. I'm crafting in pyjamas today. I'll have to make sure I don't get any ink on them because these are my posh pyjamas. These are my Victoria's Secret ones. They're not fancy. They're just pink striped. They're not like a bit, you know, woo, bit racy out like that. I'm too old for that now. Oh dear. Right. So that's that bit. And then the way that oh, my arm's hurting. The way that I've been doing it is, if I've got a pink kind of layer on the bottom, then anything you want in the middle, and then put something quite similar on top. And then, you know, although it's random, it's not going to look stupidly out of place kind of thing. So let me have a look what we've got here. I did get some scraps together to use. Could do with another. Let me just have a look in the box of shades, see if I've got something with some pink. Let's have a look what we've got. That one. Yep, or we could maybe utilise that scrap. Yeah, okay. Not short of them. Get off, don't want that bit of, don't want that. Right, so this is my little die that I quite like the shape of. So what I'm going to do is, oh, my arms are killing. Please excuse me if I whinge a bit, my arms are hurting. I'm just randomly go, oh, my arms are hurting. I've got a bad arm this week, it's shocking. So I'm just going to literally draw around one, and then I'm going to copy the shape, just like layer them on top of each other. So this is actually the same paper, and this is a freebie one. Okay, and then I'm going to, I'll do these few, and then I've got a big pile that I've done. Basically, I've got a big pile that I've already done. I'm going to show you at the end, but I didn't want to just show you a big pile and then not show you how to do them, because that's a bit pointless, isn't it? You want to be able to do them yourself. Not that this really needs teaching, but it's, you know, sometimes I'll see things that other people do and I'll think, why didn't I think of that? You know, even though it's a simple idea that maybe doesn't really, you don't really need teaching it as such, but it's just the actual idea. You know what I mean, don't you? How many have I got here? Let's have another one. So I've got this little shape. I should make some little templates really. I might do. I like making templates. I might make myself, from these dies here, I might just make some templates out of cardstock, and then I've got them. And when I've got my scraps, I can just make them. Although you don't want too many all the same, do you? You'd get bored, but... So, this is today's little idea, and then next time I'll come and I'll have made something else, so I'll show you. My box of shame. I mean, I'm never going to get to the bottom of it, am I? If I'm honest. Because as fast as you take stuff out, you're putting stuff in. But it's, at least it's trying to address. That's not very straight, Amanda. What the heck's going on there? Let me just redo that. At least it's trying to address the ever-growing pile of doom. Not that I'm trying to be negative, but scraps of the bin, I don't like them, but then again, the frugal part of me just won't throw them in the bin. But I don't want my craft room being overrun by scraps and organising scraps and categorising scraps and filing them, because then your life just becomes about sorting stuff out and not making anything. Right, which we don't want. You know, organisation videos are all well and good, but you want to be making, not tidying. Right, I'm just going to straighten. I'm just going to shorten these now, because I've made them... These are shorter than my original ones. I was busy making these last night whilst watching the Tim Holtz New Ideology releases. I actually got quite tired and I didn't end up watching all of it, so I'm going to watch the rest of it today. So I saw the products but not the makes. Oh, they're just fabulous, aren't they? I saw, you know, the new small paper dolls. Now, I might invest in some of those because I do like the paper dolls, but I do, you know, the ones that I've got are quite big. So you've got to put them on a large tag or whatever. You couldn't put them on something like this. So those small ones quite... If you didn't watch it, go and have a look on the Tim Holtz channel and look at his new ideology stuff. I mean, some of it I'm not bothered for because lovely as it is, it's not my style. You know, I don't do grunge. It's not my style. I love it, and when other people do it, it looks fab, but it's not me. I'm a bit more of a... I like the vintage, what I call shabby vintage, which means it's got colour, not just brown. You know, like flowers and butterflies and pinks, and so yeah, so the really grungy stuff, where it looks like you've dragged it out of bin, sprayed it with paint and stuck something on it, is not my cup of tea. It's not what I can't make it look good. Other people can make it look amazing. I can't. Mine would look like I've dragged it out the bin. Right, so that's them three. Then now, I've got a bit of this, and I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, but I love butterflies, and I love all kinds of butterflies, and I bought these because I love pink. As you can tell, but when I cut them out, I didn't like the shape of them. I really don't like the shape of them. To me, I don't know if it was me that was fussy cutting in the dark, but there's something about the curve there that I don't like. It's only my personal... These are from Angela Kerr, they're beautiful. She does beautiful work, but for some reason I can't get on with the shape of those. So, but I love them. I love the pattern, I love the colour, I love everything else apart from the shape of that there. So I thought, well, what am I going to do? Because, you know, I like them and I want to use them. So I found a get around. Now, I love, and I think this is why I have problems when digital creators make their own butterflies, because I love this. And this is Stampin' Up! One, and it's... I think it's meant to be like an admiral, but its wings are more pointy, and it's pointy there, and it's just a nice shape. So what I've done is, I'm a heathen, I hope she doesn't hate me for doing this, but, so I've gone over her image, which I love, okay, and I can just about fit my punch in there. So, you know, if I line it, that bit up with the body, and that bit up with the head of her digital, and just very carefully just angle it, then I get best of both worlds, because I've got her beautiful colour and, you know, dotting and spotting, which I like, but I've got the shape that I prefer, and I haven't had to fussy cut it as well. And then, I mean, that's perfect. I love it. Yeah, so don't ever think, you know, if something's not exactly how you want it, just make it, alter it. Yeah, I bought those. Did I buy them last night or the day before? Because they're all pastel shade, So there was, you can see I've been using them. Pinks, yellows. I think there's a sheet with. Here we go. We've been using these as well. And I got them because I'm doing a project with butterflies, and I wanted some shabby looking purple ones, so these are what caught my eye. But like I say, I will be using my punches over them very carefully. Yeah, perfect. Love them now. Hold on, we need them back. Need it back. Come back. Not done with you. So I need 3. So I'll do. I need that big one there. So I know it's a little bit like bad of me, but you know, when you like something a certain way, you like it a certain way. It's as simple as that. And I can make that fit my punch, and it looks lovely. Perfect. So I'll cut around the one that I don't need for now, and home in on the one that I do want. you know, you might think, oh gosh, Amanda, that's a bit wasteful. I've got an Epson Eco tank, so I can print all day long and it don't really cost me out, so I'm not worried. I can print these out willy-nilly as much as I like. So see there, I can line up the bottom eyes on the bottom of those wings there, and it's just that's perfect. Love it. Right, so that's those. I might not get round to doing the die cut ones on video just now, but I'll show you what I've made. I might do that on a separate video, otherwise it might be quite long. Okay, so I'm also going to use bits of fabric, because who hasn't got leftover bits of fabric? I think everybody has. So just trim. And I cut it quite rough as well. I do cut it quite rough. So yeah, we might make a new series called The Box of Shame. What do you think? Can't take crafting too seriously. It's meant to be fun, you know. So it'll be fun in a minute when I throw this glue through the window. There we go. And I know you can thin it down with acetate. I know all the tricks. None of them work. So, because I've tried them all. I've tried them all. I've just stopped worrying about it. It's not that big of a deal. What I do, when these start to get where they're thick and they don't come out, I leave them. And I'll put them upside down. I've got 3 here. And I put them upside down in a basket. And then when all of the glue's run down there, I'll take the lids off and I'll squeeze it into there. I'll end up refilling that about 3 times. Easily. Right. And stick that in the middle so that we're layering up. Sometimes you've just got to leave them to sit and dry when you're doing more than one layer. I'm in shot, yeah. So there we go. I've just managed to reach 2,000 followers on Instagram today, thanks to the help of my some of my crafty friends who all rallied round and made sure they were following me. So there's links in the description box below where you can follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, everywhere. So come and follow me. Come and join the group. It's getting quite busy in there now. It's lovely. Some lovely people from all over the world. So and that's that one. So with what I made last night, I've got enough of this design now. So then I'll think of something else to do, and I'll do something different every time, and eventually I'll have just, instead of a box full of shame, I'll have a box full of these. Just swapping one thing for another. But then these will either get gifted or used. You could, I tell you what you could do. You could get like a piece of paper like this on these, yeah? Glue it on the back like that. Okay, just glue there. And then go like that and wrap it round and glue it there and put a paper clip. Okay, just use your scraps. Don't have to be, you don't need fancy measurements or anything like that. Right, so what am I going to do now? So on my others I used some washi tape. I've been gifted quite a bit of washi tape, so I'm like, well, you know, I can use it. You know, that's what it's there for. So I'm going to, I don't know where the one I was using last night's gone. I was using a really lovely one last night. I don't know where it's gone. Tim Holtz one. Where's it gone? It's not in there. Is it that one? Might be that one. Yeah, with this one. with butterfly on. Love these. If you see any of these knocking about, get them, because apparently he's not making it, you know, the same ones anymore. They're changing the format or something. Right, I want that bit there that's pink. So that bit there, I can get stuck on my desk, and I'll use it in a minute. Bit of wash it. Bit of washy there. Maybe a bit of washy here. Just adds a bit of interest and layers, doesn't it? Yeah, and a bit of extra colour and whatever have you. Like that. I like adding little bits of washi tape, it looks cool. We'll put some of the, there's not right, it's a bit nondescript, that piece. Let's get rid of that. Okay, that. What we got here? We'll use some of that. So then it makes them look proper scrappy, so you can be keeping in with a kind of a grungy layered theme, but I like a bit more shabby, a bit more shabba. Yeah, I can't do grunge. I end up just making everything go brown and it looks dingy and horrid. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. There we go. Alright, can you see them? Do I need to zoom in? Or will it go out of it might go out of focus? We'll just press that button. No, I don't know why my computer's binging. I think it's Instagram. Sorry about that. Right, so what we can do now, I've now got some of these words. I don't know if these are going to be a bit big. We'll see. So there's heaps of these for free on my Facebook group, Create with Scrimping Mummy, in the files section. Karen, who's my long time crafty friend and also admin on there, has made these, and you can use them for free, and she's done heaps of them. And I don't know if these are going to be a bit big actually. Let's have a look. We'll do these smaller ones here. Yeah. So we've got hope. There. I nearly bought one of these little printing machiney thingies. And then I thought to myself, do you know, then you're going to need to buy the replacement ribbons. Which are going to cost you, and my ink is so cheap that joy, I'm as well just printing stuff out than buying extra stuff. So to me it's cheaper to buy digital prints rather than at the moment stamps and things, and to print out these words, especially when you can print, when somebody's designed them for free for you. Cheaper than the doodah what's it thingamajiggies. And hope. There we go. Right. Where am I? Where's my glue? Okay. So I've made these. The only thing that's new on here is the butterflies, but that's only because I wanted pink ones. On some of the others that I've done that I'll show you. Do I want that there, or am I having it across the butterfly? I'll have that one across the butterfly, and then some of the others I'll do different. Some of the other, you know, ones that I've done that I'll show you in a minute, I've used butterflies out of my stash. Out of my little boxes that I've got. I've shared them with you before. you know, that I've got from other, mostly from Andrea, from Artemis, and then fussy cut them. I've got a thing about butterflies. I just love butterflies. I just love them. I don't think you can go wrong with a butterfly. Okay. So those are done now, and they are ready to turn into whatever I decide. I can either have them as a cluster on a page, stick some extra lace behind. I can put a paper clip on it and have it as a top down paper clip. I can put a paper clip on the side and have it as a side one. I can add it to an envelope, a tag, a pocket, anything. And you know, those have come out of my box of shame, basically. So let me show you the others that I've made. The only thing I haven't done with these is they need words on, but some of them I'm going to leave because some kits that I buy have specific words. So if it's a spring kit, they might have spring words, etc. So I'll leave some of them plain, but these are the ones that I made last night. So I made some in blue, and these are using a stamp, the stamp that matches the punch that I've just used. These are in purple, and then we've got some of the Tim Holtz washi again there, so I've laid those. And these are the ones I made with the die cut. So I did sit and crank these until I thought, what am I doing? Some more there, more of the blue. Like I say, these need words on, and these are slightly bigger. I did do quite a few, as you can see. I had no mojo, couldn't think of anything to do, so you know, this one has got a die cut behind it. That is out of my die cut tin. So I made those. Then I'll just quickly show you what I made out of my dies. So these are some little frames that I had gifted. So I did a similar thing, scraps, layered up, butterflies. You know, I've got a little tin here, full of die cuts and shapes. And I've got heaps on my desk. So yeah, so there we go. There's another idea, just a little frame. If you don't have a frame, cut an oval or a whatever. Okay, and then this one, I was having a play with this shape because I've seen quite a few people doing the like photo slides, and I was going to make some, and then I don't know, I ended up with this. So that's another die cut on the back, which is this one. So they're just all old Stampin' Up ones. I don't know if I very much doubt these are current now. But you know, you can use, everybody's got leaves, you could just layer leaves behind. So this is a die that's meant to look like a stamp, and then I've used another square die inside to cut the middle out. Layered them together with book paging. Now I was going to put a butterfly in there and have it like a, you know, like a slide or a specimen card, so you can do that. And I just ended up putting this on, I don't know why, I just did. I just liked it. So there's another idea. Again, you could put that. You could make a belly band, that'd be nice, on a belly band or a pocket or whatever. And then here's another idea, it just needs some word there or something. So I need to die cut some more of those. But if you don't have fancy shapes, you might just have basic squares. Just do a basic square and then cut a hole, layer them up and put book page inside. Yeah, what else did I make? That's the last one. So that's what I made. So that's today's. These have all been made from stuff I already had cut out or from scraps. Okay. So next time I'll think of a different design, and we'll make some more. Thanks for joining me and helping me deal with my box of shame. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.